What's up, guys? Me, Patrick here. It's probably the fifth take of this video. It's just that I digress and I take way too long in a video. I'm pretty sure I could do a half-hour video if I really wanted to. But anyways, rather than do an update of all my tanks, nothing's really going on in the other tanks. So I'll just keep it to the 25. So, you know, just an update on myself. Spring break in a few days. Gonna be rocking out, you know. Still be working and stuff, but you know, I'll have a few days off, so I'll be able to hang out with the girlfriend and stuff, and you know, chill out and laze around, you know, do what I do. Probably do some work on my tanks and stuff, so I'm pretty pumped. So here's the 25 gallon. This tank is after getting really messy. The aquascape has no structure, and which I don't really care. Aquascaping is something that I think it's up to the person who is designing tanks, and the way I feel about it is that, you know, if you're into the whole design, making it look nice and art, you know, the art form of it, all the power to you. I'm the type of person that I like to keep it natural. In the wild, plants would just grow shithouse wherever they wanted. A plant doesn't say, well, you know, this Amazon sword isn't going to look nice here, so Mother Nature, you know, I'm just going to move this over here. It doesn't work that way. The plants are just going to grow wherever they want, so I like to keep it that way, you know. And you know, it keeps a natural feel to it, and that's just it, I guess. But I still want to keep some structure to this tank. It just makes it, you know, you want to make it so that the eye flows, but I still want it to be comfortable for the fish. So here's the 25. Needs a water change. You can see the water has dropped a ½ inch there. But I did a water change last week, and I pruned that Hygrophila. It needs to be pruned again. I can't believe it. I pruned it last week. It's crazy. That stuff is annoying. It really is. That plant is really annoying. But it's staying there. It's really lush, and I like it. So whatever, it's staying. But I think I'm gonna have to start selling some of it. So if anybody's in Canada, and you want a few stems of this, just let me know, and whenever I get some few like long healthy stems, I'll let it grow out really well, and I'll give you a few long stems, and you know what, pay the shipping and you can have them. So and then, you know, if no one else wants them, I'll just sell them locally, and whatever profit I make, I'll just buy supplies for my fish tanks. So that's cool. So not much going on. Hygrophila growing like crazy. New growth on the bottom. You know, that shit grows. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Pileomas growing really slow, doing what it does best, which is absolutely nothing. Barely grows, but it's cool. It's rooting into the rock there now. It's looking nice. It's turning into a nice little bush there, so that's cool. Snails love it, and they're breeding in it, which I'm not too happy about, but I am removing them. This little dude here, he's going to be gone in a few minutes. But call me mean if you like, but I just want to keep the population under control, and I don't want the snails to overrun my aquarium. So, you know, that's just it. Everyone else, you know, isn't fond of the snail situation, and nor am I. So I think I'm just going to, you know, keep the population under control. I don't want a few of them in there. They keep the algae off my plants, the power to them, and they keep algae off my glass mainly. The shrimp keep it off my plants. But speaking of shrimp, got one dude here being brave, swimming across the aquarium. So this guy's just chilling. It's weird behavior, actually. It's weird for a shrimp to go out and open like that with so many fish in the tank. But I guess they're comfortable now. They know that none of the fish want to touch them. Daniel just bumped him a little bit. I think he was just curious. So anyways, yeah, so the Pileomas. Next is the jungle val in the background there. That stuff is doing fairly well. You can't really see it now, but it is doing well. It's really green, and some new growth there in the back I could see earlier. So that's cool. Nice little plant. I like how it droops up. Hygrophila is kind of taking it over though, but we'll fix that later when I cut some off. Amazon store is doing great, you know, looking green. Leaves are getting rounder, so that's cool. Frontier, the crypt as I called it when I first bought it, if you recall from my previous videos, looks like an Amazon, a ruffled Amazon sword to me. narrow-leafed ruffle, I don't know, I'm making up names now, but I do know for a fact there is such thing as a ruffle Amazon sword. So I think it is, because look at that leaf there, it's at least a foot long. So there's no way in hell Crypt gets a foot long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait a little while longer while these bottom growth get a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to uproot it, and I'm going to place it in this corner and bring out the Amazon sword as the centerpiece again. Then I shall move this here, which is a new plant I've got here. Here's the Java fern that I got, actually, by the way, in the previous video. I wedged it here between two rocks just to get it to take off, see what'll happen. Anyways, Anubias nana here, or nana, whatever you want, however you pronounce it. Nice little plant. I was at the local fish store, looked really healthy. The root structure is phenomenal. I should have took a video actually, but I'm not uprooting it now. But really nice root structure. $10 I think for 7 stems of it. Really big leaves. Each 7 of them has these nice leaves, so it's cool. So this is. You're saying, is he crazy? Can he count? Yeah, I can. The other 4 in the tank, I think there's 4. I hope there's 4. I think there may be 6 actually. Oh, actually, look at that. There's 4 right here. 1 leaf hiding in the background. Look at that. So, anyways, 3. Yeah, there's 7 stems. Nice, healthy plant. I like it. It's in a poor spot now, but I'm going to move it towards the back there later and let it grow up and reach the surface. So. And bring the structure back. I'm going to move this Java fern once it acclimates over to here, wedge it in these rocks over here, and get that to bring back some structure to the aquascape in this tank. So here is my Wisteria / water sprite. You say, yeah, it looks the same. It does. It really looks the same. The only difference is that the water sprite has a thicker stalk. It's just a thicker, bushier looking plant. But basically it looks like the same thing. So I'm hoping this here will grow up like the Hygrophila and just grow and make a big mess, like a big bush. I like that. It's going to be cool. Crate's good covered. Fish love playing in it. So whatever. My camera work is worse than the cameraman from Cloverfield. I apologize. Here's the Ludwigia. Getting better at pronouncing this. Wow, pat on the back. Pretty solid plant. Not growing as fast as everybody else's that I see on videos. But like Rossi Boy, man, your Ludwigia is crazy, and a few others I can't remember. Vegas Surfer, you know, all you guys, your Ludwigia is crazy, but I don't know. I guess there's just not enough light in this tank, but you know, it's looking alright. It's lost its redness because there's not enough light, but you know, whatever. It's healthy, so that's cool. So the tank is doing alright. The water's fairly clear. It needs water change though, which will be tomorrow night. I'm busy with homework tonight. I added an air stone, as I showed I think in a previous video. I hope I did. Mainly because of the fact that I felt this tank was a little bit overstocked. And with all these plants, not really. I know the plants do well with filtration, but I just wanted to make sure that there was enough oxygen in the water and just give it some good oxygenation. Wow. Yeah. So but yeah, I'm gonna remove it eventually, and I'm going to finally solve all my leakage problems with my DIY CO2. I think I'm gonna cut down to a Gatorade bottle, get rid of the 2-liter bottle. It's just too big, and I'll do the 591 milliliter thing, or 16-ounce bottles, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so I'll just I'm going to use as much glue and silicone as I can possibly use, and I can bet this isn't going to leak this time. And I'll add the CO2 to my tank. I've got the diffuser, glass diffuser and stuff, so I need to get some CO2 in this tank now. This tank is crazy. There's a lot of plants in it now. There's 8 different species in it now. So I want to get these plants, you know, looking their greenest, and you know, I just want to make it easier for them to grow. So that's cool. So here's the 25. Give you a quick look of the I don't want to make this video way too long. Quick look of the, try to keep it 10 minutes I guess. Quick look at the 10-gallon Patrick broken record. So this tank here, I've got this funny hair, like it's like hair algae. It's like a fungi, a fungus growing on glass. It's like a white fur on the plants and stuff. I heard that it's common in newer aquariums, newly acquiring, aquariums. So I'm not too worried. I brushed a lot of it off, and the filter got rid of all the debris in the water. So I'll do a few solid water changes, and I'll give it a good scrub with my algae scrubber, and just clean up the tank. But yeah, this tank's doing really well. Look at that, the Bacopa australis there, stick hit the top. 2 weeks I think it took, which is crazy. Got the Anubia and new growth. Look, my pygmy chain sword's frigging pumped. This stuff I just could not get to grow, and it finally grew for me, so pretty excited about that. I stuck the Java fern, the other half of the Java fern I had in my log here. The Pelea mouse just wasn't doing it for me. So I removed it, and the jungle val is chilling, just as it usually does. So here's my little grow out tank. Looks like shit. There's nothing in it. It's just a little grow out tank that I use to get my stems, get a few roots on it before I give them to friends or whatever. So again, like I said, I've got a pile of this Hygrophila. I mean, these stems here, if anybody wants them, like I said, in Canada only, pay the shipping and you guys can have them. So I promised my friend a few, so whatever, I'll make sure he gets some. And if anybody else in Canada, like I said, hit me up with an address, inbox me on YouTube, and if you're the real deal, I'll give you my email and stuff. We'll chat or whatever, and we'll hook it up. So if anybody wants any of the Hygrophila here, or the Bacopa, I might get rid of the Bacopa too, so because I don't really have anything to do with it. So I don't know. So let me know, guys, if anybody wants it. So yeah, so this is it for now. I'll shoot a video, I guess, when I see fit. Thanks, guys. FishTankTV.com. This is Patrick.